Well, that worked out well, huh? Hey, Sushi crew. So, I turned on my camera for a second. I'm a drowned rat. I worked left the house at 5:30 this morning, and I got home. I don't know, a half an hour ago maybe. Um, so I turned on my camera so you know I'm a real person. I want you to note the couch behind me because I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to turn my camera off because um, this has been rained on like too many times, and somebody's got a case of the Mondays. You guys remember that movie, Office Space? Anyone? Anyone? That someone's me. That someone is me today. I'm going to start out by telling you a little story. The couch behind me. This room that I'm using for YouTube, I need to work on my background and some other things. I realize that. But it is primarily my studio for art things and whatnot. And I work up here a lot. But I have this couch and this TV because when the kids were younger, they weren't allowed up here unsupervised, but I could put them on the couch and they could watch a movie and I could do a couple things up here or whatever. And now my 12-year-old stepdaughter has started greeting me with, "Hey, bestie," which I'm not real super fond of, but it doesn't bother me too much as long as we don't cross barriers, I guess. But she came up here the other day and she likes to lay down on this couch and she'll say, "Hey, bestie," and I'm sitting at my desk and I'll turn around and I'll say, "What's going on?" And she says, "Just need to talk to a down-to-earth, rational, sane adult." Like, all serious. And I'm always like in panic mode, like, "Oh, crap. Well, let me find you one. Oh, wait, you're talking about me." So the whole point of telling you this is that today has been a day. And although I don't think I'll ever work "Hey, bestie" into my vernacular, all I wanted to do was touch base with you guys. That's all I thought about on my drive home is as things ran through my brain, like, I'm not going to get through today without talking to you all. So I kind of want to go in the Wayback Machine. I want us to take out our takeout containers from last night, our leftovers from 24 hours ago. Remember when we were talking about what the problem in Northport is? Remember when we said, is it a communication issue between the FBI and Northport Police Department? Is it ego? Is it just shoddy police work? And I didn't want to believe it. I really didn't. And then it comes down. It comes down today. I mean, you guys, I feel such a range of emotions. This is a very emotional case for a lot of people. I know I'm emotionally invested, just the time and the turbulence and the twists and the turns. I can't even imagine, don't want to imagine how the family must feel. But just all of us watching it play out, it's absolutely exhausting. It really, really is. And when I heard today that, I'll even lay this out. I'm going to go ahead and just read what Brian Enton wrote. I made my own tweet, but I think I have him up. So I'm just going to go ahead and put his up and I will read it. And then we will move along from there. Make sure that I have it. Okay. So I know this is going to be small, but 3 hours ago, Brian Enton from News Nation Now posted, Northport Police PIO Josh Taylor says officers thought they saw Brian Laundrie coming home in the Mustang Wednesday, September 15th, but it was actually his mom, Roberta. Taylor tells me because Roberta was wearing a baseball cap, officers were confused and made the mistake. Taylor says this is why police chief said on Thursday, September 16th, you guys, I'm going to interrupt his quote here. that was the press conference, that he knew where Brian Laundrie was when in fact he didn't. What the hell is going on? I can't even wrap my head around this. Honest to God. It's unbelievable. If somebody called me up and told me this story, I would not believe them. So sometimes when things like this happen, I get very upset. I think I'm still in that range of emotions. I also get a little bitchy, and I'm definitely there. And then I have a really terrible sense of humor because I have to laugh about it. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I mean no disrespect by this. This is Brian Laundrie in a baseball cap. This is Brian Laundrie in a baseball cap holding a bag. This is Roberta Laundrie in a baseball cap holding a bag. There's Brian. There's Roberta. There's another picture of Roberta up close. Oh, and there's Chris Laundrie, Brian's dad, wearing a baseball cap. Is anybody else confused? Brian has no hair. Roberta has hair. Brian is more slenderly built. Roberta has the body of a healthy woman. Chris Laundrie is bald, although he's a little broader than Brian, because men Brian's age don't really sometimes look like men until they're 27, because they're freakishly still growing. But I mean, you guys, I get it. She was driving a car. She has hair. Did they not see her get out of the car? What is going on? Is it this? Is this what we're dealing with? Some warped sense of perception by Northport Police Department? And they're admitting this today? What? I don't get it. I don't see it. I can't. Somebody needs their eyes checked. And what else? I'm so frightened about what else we're going to learn that they have slipped up on. I heard that Josh Taylor said that it was the baseball cap, but then went on to say, it wasn't just the baseball cap, you guys, that Roberta and Brian had a similar build. I mean, are they looking at the same people? I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again for sure, loud and proud and with confidence. I don't believe that Northport police officers ever saw Brian Laundrie after, Brian Laundrie got back into town September 1st. I don't think they ever saw him. I don't think they ever had eyes on him. I don't know why they bothered to put up cameras. I don't know why they thought that they were surveilling him. How they mistook a woman in her 50s, for a male in his early 20s, because Brian is 23. How did this happen? And I'm telling you, this is going to be super quick because Trisha's going on at 10 o'clock. I am tired and wound up. I just needed to talk to you guys. I honestly did. And I've had too many people calling me wanting to talk about it. And I just thought, let's just do it all in one place and then go have that rational discussion with Trisha, because I can't be depended on tonight to do that. I can't. I am super wound up, super angry, super frustrated. And I'm just shaking my head about what else are we going to find out? What else are we going to find out? I mean, obviously, you saw the puns in the thumbnail. What else are they going to come clean about? You know? So now I'm going to do a little sushi roll call and take a look at who's here and say hi to you guys, and thank you for being here. I be me, you were first in the room. Told me something like missing Trisha's shows, like saying, remember to breathe. So yeah, I'm gonna drop that link. Actually, I'll do it again right now. Most of you don't need it, but well, I said I was gonna drop the link. It just might be one of those things. Yep. And I can't drop the link. Of course I can't drop the link, because that's just, that's who I am right now. I'm going to get it, though. That's one thing you guys don't know about me. When I really get determined to do something, there's nothing going to stop me. Except for maybe my cell phone right now. That's what I have to use to do it. There we go. There's Trisha's link, 10:15. I'm going to be off by 10. I may be off sooner. I may have to cut myself off. So I got Ivy, Me, Nash, Rotary Dial, Candy Williams. Yeah, I like to hide little Easter eggs in my descriptions. So just go check them out every once in a while. Let's see. Amanda Clampett, hello. So good to see you. Carolyn Dillman, Berserker Loki. Candy Williams, Mel Mack, WY Native, Amber E, Connie Mai, One Flipping Life, M Rivera, K.A. Mari, hello. Black Lab OG, Kate. Oh, you love Office Space. You got my reference. Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. No. Yep, that's me. I might have to go, I don't know, go kick a printer out in my lawn and sing Damn It Feels Good to Be a Gangster. I don't know. I'm losing it over here. Let's see. Melmax says, Amy, we don't come here for your damn background. We come here to hear from you, sweet pea. Oh my God, you're so sweet. I know, but it bothers me. But, it's okay. It's okay. It's growing pains and it's going to happen. Hello, my sweet Tambra, Lynn Mesa, Athena. Oh my God, Kate. Get out of my head. I didn't even see that. That's so funny. Hello, Rubicon. Yes, it is the therapy couch. And my little patootie is going to be on it soon. I'm telling you. I'm going to have to play some, I don't know, relaxing thunderstorm sounds and breathe some eucalyptus. And I don't know, maybe do some weird dance. I don't know. Maybe I have to listen to some disco music. I don't know. I'll go. It's nice to see you always. Nope. NPPDRNS. Yeah, I'm getting to believe that. And I do want to say one thing here. I want to be clear. Josh Taylor, who is the public information officer for Northport PD, I feel for him. It is, even though he's in charge of what's released, there are still people that control the narrative for what he can say. All right. And so that guy has been in a proverbial pickle for quite some time. He hasn't always handled himself the best. He's been under a lot of stress. And gosh, I felt for him today having to come out and say this, that they confused Roberta Laundrie with Brian Laundrie. So Brian goes into the reserve on Monday. On Wednesday, the car pulls in the driveway. It's Roberta. They're like, yeah, we know where Brian is. We know Brian's build. That's Brian. it's Roberta. She's walking in the house. And then Friday, it's like he's gone and missing. That's when Roberta and Chris, via their attorney, or what we knew, it came out that Brian was, in quotes, missing. But then Northport Police Department says, the Stephen Bertolino, the attorney, says, well, we told the authorities earlier, and Northport's like, no, on Friday, it was news to us. So I've gotten to the point, and I hate saying this, but I don't believe anything that comes out of Northport's mouth anymore. I think they need to sit down and just bullet point everything they've done, and let's move on. It's terrible. Marilyn Landis. Roberta has hair. Roberta has hair. Brian doesn't have any. His dad doesn't have a lot. I wouldn't accept, I wouldn't accept them mistaking Chris Laundrie for Brian Laundrie ever. But I certainly can't accept Roberta because she has a baseball cap on. And here's the other thing. I don't know the exact circumstances, but every time they pull, and I'm talking about Chris and Roberta Laundrie, every time they pull those vehicles into the driveway on Wabasso Drive in Northport, Florida, they don't go in a garage. So I don't think Roberta, I could be wrong, but I don't think she pulled the Mustang into the garage and so she just cruised by him and they're like, oh, we got a visual. I got a 20 on Brian. Nope, copy that. I got a 20 on Brian. No, you don't, because that was Roberta and she probably got out in the driveway with a purse. I get it. Brian is not the most manly man, but please. It's just unbelievable to me. Okay, Maury. Just Roberta has a beard and a stash. I don't know. The older I get, sometimes I find little stray hairs places. Maybe it's going to get out of control. I don't know. Yeah. They are. They're twins in Rivera. They're twins. They're just like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger in that 1986 film. Twins. Can't even tell them apart. It's absolutely ridiculous. Tamber says it's all been planned. I'd like an explanation on that. Because if it's all been planned, I feel like the stupidest, most foolish person on this earth. And I really felt guilty last night because I was really starting to get mad about all of this. And I even said in the comments to a lot of you guys yesterday, it doesn't look good from our perspective, but maybe we're missing something here. What we were missing is the admission from Northport Police Department that they mistook Roberta for Brian. Yeah, that's right, Lynn. They had surveillance cameras prior to the 13th and didn't catch Brian leaving. Candy Williams. Brian, no boobs. Yeah, come on. You're talking about somebody that is, what is Roberta? I think she's 51. Brian's 23. I don't know if she's 51. I know, late 40s, early 50s. I don't know it off the top of my head. Sorry. But you're talking about somebody that's clearly 20 to 25 years older. Is a woman with hair. And what did somebody say? Somebody said she's wearing capri pants. Yeah. Just can't. I don't want to sound like I'm shaming people. People get mad at me for this. I'm making fun of myself when I talk about that, but I can't. What are you saying, Debbie Hicks? They are playing the CYA game, cover your ass, to try to make them look better because they know they effed up. I agree. But this is huge because what this means is when we take everything into consideration, let me do a time check real quick. Okay, we're good. When you take everything into consideration, Brian most likely walked into the reserve. I think if we're all on the same page here, and I know we're not, but most of us are. If we're on the same page, Brian walked into the reserve that day and was no longer a living person after a certain amount of hours. And from that day until the 17th, when Northport admits to knowing that Brian cannot be located, although they thought they had eyes on him because they thought it was Roberta, that he could have already been dead, 4 days, 5 days. And then we're on to the 19th when Gabby's body is found. So now, you're at a week. And then all the other weeks they spent looking and wasted money. And there was no wellness check done. There was no, and I've heard people say, well, I'm not looking at the comments right now, just so you know, I'm going to go back over there and check in a minute. But I know a lot of people have said, well, does this mean that, Roberta and Chris are in trouble now and all this stuff? You guys, even if Roberta was trying to look like Brian, it's the police officer that ID'd her as Brian. It's his fault. He's accountable. The police department is accountable for this. I mean, the Laundries are a whole nother case. Not a case, but they're a whole nother situation. How we feel about them, their actions, what they've done. But the police department, my gosh, this is some Barney Fife stuff. I mean, really, I can't wrap my head around it. And like you said, all I wanted to do was be able to check in with you guys and see what you were thinking, see what you were hearing. In the meantime, the bones have been sent to the forensic anthropologist. They're not coming, they don't have a cause of death. They have an incomplete, or they don't have a manner or a cause. They have an incomplete autopsy or inconclusive autopsy at this point. The Laundries have gone somewhere else in Florida to mourn the loss of their son. And I'm sorry, but if Brian had been found 4 hours after he died, or 2 days after he died, or even a week after he died, or even 2 weeks after he died, this would be a much different situation. And so it really irritates me. Okay, if I'm muted, then I'm just done, and you guys are going to have to put me in a medically induced coma. I can't take another thing today. I hope I'm not muted. There you go. Police Academy. Reno 911. Let's name off the shows. Oh my God, those World Star videos. You can't hear me, rotary dial? I mean, I'm not mad at you. I feel everybody else says they can hear me. I'm sorry. I'll adjust something on my microphone, but it's showing, my audio is showing. See, that's why I'm a dummy, because sometimes when I hit the mute button, I don't look up at the screen, and on the screen it'll show me the equalizer. When it's not moving, it means there's no sound. But, my inner blonde does not hear that. So I'm sorry. You had to refresh twice? That's crappy. I'm sorry. Tambra, I don't think they saw him at all. I think they saw his license plate come through a toll booth in Northport on the 1st of September. But I don't think they ever actually saw Brian. They probably saw Roberta doing all kinds of fun stuff and said, Brian has a lifestyle of a 50-year-old woman. It's kind of crazy. Dummies. Sorry. I mean, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, what are you saying? I'm not even proofreading comments. I don't even have glasses on. The DNA from the bones were inconclusive. This is M1, by the way. Sorry. I still do not think it's him. If the journal was planted, he may be very much alive. Brian and his parents had a long time to plan his escape. You know what? I can't even let my brain go there tonight. I really can't. But at this point, there is nothing off the table for me. Ms. Stirring, Amy, what if Brian was going back to his car because he was injured and didn't make it? That's a possibility. Like I said, you know. I don't even know what you're responding to. 77 MCLs, you just wrote not to worry at Connie, my one flip in life. They will only recognize Roberta, but it's still funny. It's still funny. Hi, Ping. I see people saying hi to you. Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are. There you are. I know. And I'm terrible, you guys. I just pop in here like ding dong, like Beetlejuice, like Candyman, Land Shark. I am going to be on at 5:30 tomorrow, scheduled with a planned show, 5:30 Eastern time. So what are you saying, Stacy Market? Hey, Amy. Not sure. Sorry. You know what? No big deal. Legally, my name was spelled AMY my entire life. But I've been using the alternate spelling since I was in about first grade. There were like 6 or 7 Amy's in my class, and I just wanted to be different, not thinking that they sounded the same. And now later in life, I think a lot of Amy's got hit by cars because they don't run into too many of them anymore. But anyway, I digress. So you said, I'm here but late because I thought, let me check in on my new favorite channel. Well, I was unsubscribed. Wanted you to know. Love you. Love your channel. Stay bitchy. Oh my God, that's like the nicest thing you could have said to me tonight. Thank you. Just made my night. Thank you. Yeah. Algo, please don't make me think in conspiracy theories. He's dead. I've accepted that he's dead. I don't think that his parents planted bones or the police planted bones. I was being silly when I said that, but in reality, things have gone so far. I feel like, I don't know. I feel played. I feel betrayed. I feel angry for the Petito Schmidt family. I feel angry at the arrogance I sensed from Northport Police Department. And I was just trying to find a way to make that narrative work in my head. Like, we just don't know everything. And once we know that one chunk of information, we'll see why they were acting that way. No, it's because they're a goat rodeo. Shelly Agua, is this a dark comedy or a comedy of errors? It's unbelievable and unacceptable behavior. Amen, sister, preach. Swear. Amanda, this is like my teenager telling me what I don't know and me explaining what I do in fact know. Oh, girl, yeah. That's exactly what it is. Are we being gaslighted by Northport Police Department? Can a police department be a narcissist? Is that possible? Somebody call professional. I need to know. Kathy Suter says, must be the most zero camera city anywhere. No video anywhere. Ring doorbells, street cams, nothing. Unbelievable. Well, maybe Roberta and Brian are ghosts and don't show up on camera. I mean, I don't know. Is that going to be the next excuse? Literally, it's ridiculous. Mimi, Lulu, and me. I think if Brian's family had been upfront with the police about him leaving, their son may be alive. I agree. That's something they have to live with. Heartbreaking for all involved. It is. I mean, they lost a child, and I'm a human being. That's a terrible thing. They're not responsible for the sins of their son. I don't like the way they handled the situation. I don't know everything about the situation, but if there's one thing I am dug in on, it was um, the not communicating with Joe Petito or Nikki Schmidt when they were calling and asking about their daughter. That's unforgivable to me. King says tickets to the Goat Rodeo will be available on our website at a later date. That's true. That's true. And all of you here tonight will be in the VIP section, just so you know. There's a swag bag too. It's full of NPPD stickers and crime prevention lists. Oh gosh, I can't. Dragonfly says, I hope they're following Brian's parents. Just seems too shady that no funeral and just taking off. Well, things have gotten really crazy around that house. They can't have a funeral. In my opinion, Dragonfly, we talked about this a little bit last night. It would be such a show. And there's no way he could have a gravestone or a permanent resting place or like a mausoleum. There's nothing. It would be desecrated. There would be people rolling around on it. There would be people throwing their dirty underpants on it and shaking detergent, from the dollar store on top of it. That's going to be my new thing, you guys. I'm going to have to drop Dollar Tree all the time because I just think of it all the time. But yeah, I mean, they would be, spray painting it and all kinds of stuff. No, it's not even an option for them. Yeah. Yuritsa Figueroa, that's how you feel too. I feel like we're being gaslighted. Yeah. I feel like I'm having this crazy moment. Like, absolutely, somebody's trying to send me over the edge crazy. And I can't. I just can't with it. It's way too much. Let's see. I don't even know what that means. Cat H says, oh, I hit the wrong button somewhere. Sushi at the snack bar will be served mayo free. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Or how about I feel so witchy right now. I'm like full on crab with a C and not crab stick with a K. That's how I feel right now. Yeah. Hey, Jason. Good to see you. Good to see you. Having a little mini meltdown over NPPD tonight. Pink says, sushi without the mayo, blasphemy. Yes. Well, at the Goat Rodeo, they probably use like marshmallow fluff or something really weird. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I just really wanted to check in with you guys. Like, it's unbelievable to me that this is happening. I have this weird energy around me. Like, is this real? Is this real? Is this real? I'm almost in denial. I know I sound dramatic to a lot of people because I didn't lose my daughter. My daughter wasn't murdered. I didn't lose my son. My son didn't possibly terminate his own life. My son was not found in a skeletonized state. I understand all that, but it's just that when you follow this case and you think about all the things that happened, and I go back to the water bottle that was found yesterday, and people saying, well, did the Olivia person plant it? Did the TikTokers plant it? I'm going to go on record. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's okay. I'm okay with being wrong, but I'm going to say right now, those social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit has done, should I say more? They've done a lot. They have done an equal amount of work on this case and had an equal amount of impact, in my opinion, at this point with what I know. Because without the red, white, and Bethunes, we wouldn't have known that Brian's van or Gabby's van was potentially in that area in the Grand Tetons. They dug through hours and hours of footage, and I truly believe that's how they found Gabby. Otherwise, that's a vast area, and trying to figure out where they were with Brian not talking. And by the way, with Northport not knowing where the hell he was because he thought he was Roberta. The TikTokers that went and got Cassie to come out of her house. Just the spreading the story like wildfire. So everybody was crowdsourcing to put in tips and figure out what happened on what day and fill in the gaps. There's some crazy timelines on social media that private people have done that are absolutely the most thorough things I've ever seen. So that's going to be my takeaway for tonight. I have to find, I'm not a Pollyanna, but I really truly have to find the good in anything that happens. And the good is that social media proved their value in this case. And Northport Police Department, I don't have words for what's going on over there. I hope this is the only thing I hear, but I imagine there's more coming. If you, I don't think this is their only screw up. I'm not even gonna I'm at the point, I gotta end this in 3 minutes. I'm at the point where I'm not even gonna choose flowery words or try anything. They just screwed up. What are you saying, Algo? Without social media, this case wouldn't have been solved for a long time. Yes. I think we can say that. For a person that does not like to say things unless they are factual, I'm making that a fact. Taffy Pie says it's not right that they can't have a funeral. There's nothing to be gained by people causing trouble. I'm sure that Gabby wouldn't want that. She seemed like a lovely girl. Yeah, well, they kind of put themselves in that situation. It's unfortunate, but and I don't think that they want to put themselves in that position too. I mean, they're not up for it. They don't want to talk. Cat H, it absolutely is. They are fabulously good people. Yep. All right. Another theory, Brian Laundrie could have gaslighted his whole family about what happened to Gabby. Just another theory that's out there. Actually, Lil Patty, I'm glad you said that because I have considered that. And I've kind of hinted at it a little bit. We have to keep in mind, what did Brian tell his parents? Meaning, that doesn't mean it was the truth. It's just, what did Brian say? Yeah, I hope so. But the missing persons report for Brian is completely redacted. Completely ping. It looks like somebody took a big giant black marker and just scribbled. It was like Northport. It was like, F you, F you, F you. You're not going to see any of this. It's ridiculous. So I'm getting a little frustrated with that too. Costa says, I agree, more resources, more information. Okay, so listen, you guys, it's 9:54. Trisha's going to be on soon. Let me see if I can drop the link one more time. I don't think most of you need it. But if you don't know, why can't I do this? Why can't I find it now? If you're not, what is it? If you're not already a member at websleuths.com, or you are not already subscribed to Patricia Griffith at Web Sleuths YouTube Live, you should be. It's where all the cool people are. And she's fantastic. And I always joke that she's the grand dame of true crime. She's the OG. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that she's like gangster. She really is. No, she's great. So at 10:15, she'll be talking, of course, everything that happened today. And I'll see you guys, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. I will make sure that I'm not all wound up and being crazy and showing crazy pictures and flipping back and forth. But it's just when something like this happens, I feel like this. Have you ever been sitting in a room and watching like a funny movie, you're by yourself. You're watching like a funny movie or I don't know, a sitcom, and something just really hilarious happens and you look around the room and there's nobody to share it with. This is me finding out this news today, and you guys are the ones that I wanted to talk to when it happened. So I did say to Trisha, like, I have to go on. I'm like, I don't have anything planned. It's going to be crazy. I'll probably have to take it down. But right now, I feel like I absolutely positively have to do this. So I want to thank my moderators, Ping, Tambra, Jessie, Diane, Ryan, Rain Dancer, the Weird Mom. I don't know who made it, who didn't. It doesn't matter because it's all volunteer, and I just appreciate any help. And quite honestly, I'm just so thankful that we're in a group of people where it's hardly even necessary. But they do a great job, and it goes beyond monitoring the chat. So I really do appreciate it. So I'll see you guys soon. Pop on over to Trisha's. I may be over there too. I need to I think I need to run around the house a couple times or do some, I don't know. I need some decompression. I think I need a decompression chamber, something of that sort. So anyway, I will see you guys on the flip side.